I know, I know. FSLabs again. Good morning, D Money's 327. We also have Asmots, Blue Idol Kuji, Aquafunkalistic Booty Web, Steve PHL, Aviation Kim, Jose Paco 420, Rushdi. How are you guys? I am loving this airport. I'm loving this plane. I am loving this aircraft, this GSX. I'm having way too much fun. Way too much fun. So we just got loaded up with pretzels and cocktails and Coca-Colas. I think it's time to bring in some additional services. Creamers, this is the FSLabs A321. I'm going to request refueling. Let's try that. We're going to be doing a route today that we've never done before, ever. This is LOWI, the famous LOWI, Innsbruck, Austria, Österreich. And we're in the Austrian livery for the A321. And we're going to be flying to a place we've never been before, which is in Serbia. We're going to Serbia. We're going to LYBE, which I'm super happy about. It's Nikolai Tesla Belgrade, Serbia, Montenegro. And yeah, I'm excited. I am still learning quite a bit on this plane. There's a few things that are still eluding me with regards to climb detents. I'm still having some difficulty. Mostly because I'm switching from Flex. Oh, we got a subscribe. T-Bur with the subscribe, 9 months, Twitch baby. Hello, T-Bur. Thank you. Thank you. Yugoslavia in my day. Yeah, my day too. Yeah, we had Yugoslavia, Sarajevo, the Olympics. I'm with you. Thank you again for the subscribe, T-Bur. Chevron, I don't think operates. Does Chevron operate in Europe? The climb detent, the throttle, it keeps going from flex to manual thrust, and then I have to get it into the right spot. But I did learn recently that if I hit F4, it'll go to the climb detent. So I'm not sure if when I switch from flex 44 or 52 or whatever my D rate is to the climb detent, I hope F4 will take me there. If not, we'll adjust that to flight detent manually. Sounder AU, good morning. St. Wolfric 777 is here. You can set the detent zones in the McDo for your hardware. You can change it in the McDo. Okay. I guess by default, it's there, and I guess P3D has their sets, but anyway, we're learning more. We're also a little bit confused on some of the perf programming and approach programming, but let's just keep doing it. Twisted X992. Do you have a recommendation for classic airliners for P3D? No, I don't, because when all is said and done, the only planes that I fly in P3D are the 737, the 777, the 747, now the FSLabs family A320 and 21. Tempted to get the 19, but. And then I also have an A2A Skyhawk, so that's about the most classic you could ask for, but it's a modern Skyhawk, so it's not really a classic one. I would say probably my favorite classic jet in general is on X-Plane, and that's the DC-3. That's probably, yeah. Let me know if you're getting any screen freezes, because I'm testing some new streaming software. I do own the Majestic Tesser 904. I haven't flown the Majestic in so long. I actually do own that thing. That's a very complex, awesome bird that I probably should put back into the rotation. I also have the Quality Wings 787, which is also a complicated bird. A new update came out recently for the Majestic. Very nice. All right, I'm going to hold down the BRT button. And we're going to go to the menu. And I'm going to go to Options. And I'm going to go to Fuel. I'm going to set 6,500 kilos in the fuel. And then that's how our chevron is going to start refueling the plane. I should probably do the Majestic again. In fact, I probably should do the Majestic shared. The Majestic shared would be fun. It, again, complicated, but yet satisfying. For every descent, you can set a min-max value with a corresponding joystick deflection. Okay, I may have to try that. I may do that in between flights, maybe, or offline. I don't know yet. Our refueling is complete. I'm going to go Control-Shift F12, and I'm going to... Well, I won't request boarding yet. We'll wait for a little bit of prep in the cockpit. I'm still learning GSX as well. So let's go inside and let's start to set up. I promise that I will get back into X-Plane pretty soon. I do have a problem with X-Plane right now with FSLabs OBS streaming software. I keep dropping frames, and I've seen others have the same issue. So I've actually switched back over to, even though I didn't have problems with P3D, with regard to FSLabs OBS, I did have it with X-Plane. So I decided to switch over to OBS for a temporary moment, and I will be using it for both for a little while. But it doesn't hurt to retrain myself in the OBS ways of life. Now, for you guys that are not streamers, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but we use this streaming software platform. And I would encourage any of you that are thinking about streaming to just go ahead and do it. Pull the trigger. But important to have a webcam and good audio and lots of jokes, even if they're dad jokes. Wolfie2671, you're learning how to set up VNav on the Majestic today. I love that plane a lot. Well, maybe, Wolfie, you can teach me something to go with the Majestic. Aquafunkalistic, I noticed the other day the frame dropping, you were getting 40 frames in the sim, but we're dropping them on takeoff and landing. Yeah. We'll see if it's FSLabs OBS related. I think it is, but we're being a little bit, we're maxing out our settings on this OBS Studio settings. We're actually going to 60 frames and 6,000 bit rate, but we probably don't need 60 frames, but we'll see how it goes. Someone said that my screen was freezing. I don't know. St. Wolfric, are you still frozen? All right, let's bring up the list here on what to do. So we're going to go to the upper head, and we're going to switch battery 2 on, and then we're going to switch battery 1 on. And we're also going to hit the external power, and we'll let the plane do its self-test. I also have this mixer now that I can control volume of not only P3D, but I can slide the volume settings for the plane itself independently, and you can do it in the McDo. I don't know why my USB device is just reset. It says the last USB device you connected to this computer malfunctioned. And I wasn't doing anything. It's really bizarre. It's okay now? Alright, good. I'll be glad to help out, John, the best I can. Lots of reading and videos. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to do shared cockpit. Max is pretty good with that plane. I haven't seen him flying it in a little while, but Citation Max is versed in that plane. All right, we've got power on. External power is on. We're going to go ahead and up here, and we'll align. We'll start the alignment on IR1, IR2, IR3. We'll also put our beacon on. Strobes can't go to auto. And nav can go to 1. Passenger signs. No smoking. Emergency exit lights are armed. Now let's come down to the McDo. We'll go to the init screen. And this is one of my favorite parts of this bird, is that I can put in a sim brief plan and then request that sim brief plan to cross-populate my FMS. It is called an FMS and a McDo. So, yep. So we're going to type in AUA 572, which is Austrian 572. And then I'm going to do, actually I'll do an IRS init. I don't know if you have to do an IRS init, but init request, and there we go. LOWI to LYBE is now in, and the flight plan is in. I probably should do a manual flight setup in the near future. I think I said that same thing yesterday. The other thing I want to do is I want to come over here, and I want to get a block fuel of 6.5, and I want to do a 0 fuel weight and config. It is very cool that you can cross-populate that. Yeah. Robbie Fowler, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone. It's New Year's Eve, and yeah, should be a good end of 2019. I think it's been a great year. A lot has gone on, and I look forward to spending more time with you all in 2020 for sure. All right. All right, so the init, I think the init is all set up. So data, I'll do IRS monitor. It says enter heading. Why does it say enter heading? I'm going to go back to init. There's the longitude and latitude. I've never seen that before where it said enter heading on the on the McDo GPS monitor. We also have IRS monitor. Why does it say enter heading? Did I do something wrong up here? Oh yeah, I did. This is supposed to go to nav. Oh, that's cool. That's a proper simulation. So we've got 7 minutes to alignment. Before we continue on, I think that we'll wait for that alignment potentially. I guess I could go do the flight plan, or the perf. Asmards with the subcrab, 15 months. 15 months. Will Rising is also here. Yep. Happy 2020, Blue Idol Kuji. You're in 2020 already, Sounder AU? Wow. You're in we're speaking to the future. I'm going to do a wind request, and that'll take a little while to populate. While that's going, let's go ahead and start the boarding process. Control Shift F12, and I'm going to request boarding. Let's see how that goes.
We got a subcrab.
We do have a subcrab. 15 months from Asmarts. We got the stairs coming in. We got the baggage loaders coming in. The beautiful Innsbruck sign up here. I think that the crew will come first in a smaller vehicle, and then the passengers will come after that. I'm extremely impressed with GSX. I've seen a lot of people have issues with GSX, but so far so good. I guess the only issue is I have not figured out how to get, and maybe someone in here knows. I've not figured out how to get the passengers to come down a jetway. Whenever I've requested boarding when I've been parked at a gate, I've only done it once, and that was in Sweden. And the stairs were called up to the plane even though it was at the gate. So maybe the jetway boarding is specific to certain airports. Certain airports have to have the ability, or is it a soda? Is it soda? Do you have to have soda gates or something? I don't know. TechnoBiz Pilot, are you on VATSIM? No, I'm not on VAT. I have an account. I have flown on VATSIM. I would like to fly on. I would like to take this plane online. But I think the first network that I'll go on with this plane will be Pilot Edge. And then after that, I'll take this plane on VATSIM. But I'll probably do it in the States first, since I'm a little bit more familiar with the vernacular and the lingo and the procedure in the States. And then hopefully one day soon I can take it over into Europe. But welcome, TechnoBiz Pilot. And don't misspell my name. You lose 3 snacks. Alright, I think that... Oh yeah, here comes the crew. Hello, ladies. I like her hairstyle right there. Do they still wear hats for some flight attendants? I don't know. Then someday FS Cloud. Exactly. The other day I was testing this GSX, and the people got off the van here and got on the board. On board, and I said, "Wow, there's not very many passengers on this flight." And then of course, chat's like, "John, that's the crew." Sorry for the typo. No worries. No worries. No worries. It is a typo. There you go. I thought it was the passengers for some reason. I don't know why. And chat quickly corrected me. Because yeah, the passengers should come in a large van instead of a small van. Playboy Liam 69, how are you, sir? All right, so I'm thinking pretty soon yeah, there it is. There's the green van coming up. Very cool. This is a great way to pass the time for IRS alignment. I'm assuming in the McDo that you can change the alignment time to probably a short, like you can in the PMDG and the Zebo. Let me back off a little bit there. Jesse Bella, good morning. FSLabs is treating me very well. I don't know how well I'm treating the FSLabs, but it's treating me well. I don't know if I might be harming the engines just a little bit. That's funny. The animation of these passengers kind of is funny. The green van looks something from Logan's Run. Yeah. I saw a really good movie last night, by the way. How many of you guys have seen Peanut Butter Falcon? Just by the name of it, it sounds a little bizarre, but what a fantastic show. Peanut Butter Falcon. If you are looking for a good show, there's the one to seek out. I know, Thorador. Can you believe it? On P3D. It's crazy. My next X-plane flight will most likely be in that new Caravan 208 with the G1000 panel. Yep. You started the Jack Ryan shows yesterday pretty good. Yeah. I've seen the first season, but I haven't seen the second. What's new, Thorador? What was the highlight of your 2019? All right, while the passengers are boarding, we'll come back down into here. Oh, look at that, we got sounds. Let's do a perf. Put in a flap setting. And we'll do a flex 44. (129) V2, 128 VR, and 128 V1. That looks good. Boarding is completed. Here's our flight plan today. I should probably... Yeah, I think I'm going to set up Project Fly because I don't think I have Austria in my passport book on Project Fly, nor do I have Serbia. Starting college would be the highlight of your 2019. I'd like that. Anyone else would like to share their highlight of 2019? You prefer flying the G1000 to the GTN 750? Yes, I do. I do. Mostly because I like the TBM 900, and I like a lot of the, the Mustang and I also like having an updated air rack. There's probably a dozen aircraft that I like flying with the G1000, and I have the hardware. I do have the GTN hardware as well, but there's just something about the G1000 I like. I'm hoping one day they come out with a G3000. That would be... The G1000 is irritating without hardware. You know what? I agree with you. I think there is that little knobster that one gentleman made, and that would make changing, if you were going to go real simple on the hardware, you could use that knobster to rotate, the especially when putting in a flight plan or an airport, etc. You like the GTN for virtual reality? That makes sense. Yeah. All right. Again, we're going to Belgrade, Nikolai Tesla coil. And we're going to do... I guess we're going to have to set up a new aircraft here. So this will be 321. And this will be Austrian. And the registration will be Oscar Echo Sierra November Kilo. I love the little keyboard on the TBM. It really helps with the G1000 flight planning. Absolutely. What's my home airport for Austria? Let's just go... that's fine. We'll just go LOWI. That's fine. And we're going to add the aircraft. And we'll select. And our call sign... Our flight number today is 572. We're IFR. We're offline. I think that all looks good. As far as the route is concerned, we'll take that from over here on Navigraph. I'm going to go to the type route section, and I'm going to take out this flight plan. And we'll paste that in. And we'll dispatch that. Fly now. Connected to sim. That all looks good. Now let's bring up, oh, you know what I got to do? I've got to bring up the Project Fly banner on the stream now. LOWS, would that be, where would that be? You like the sky view, KK Bash? Yeah, the sky view, the Aerobask stuff is pretty cool. All right, let's go to see if we can find the streamer tools here. And then I'm going to add a new source into my streaming software. Can't remember if they had a suggested size for that. Okay, aircraft type. Yep, that looks good. There we go. Project Fly. Still don't know where I should put that. Nor do I know how big it should be. How does that look? That looks okay, don't it? All right, minimize that. And let's continue on. On the outside, looks good. We'll come up here and we'll click on the master switch for the APU. And then we'll come down here. We're going to wait for the flap open before we start it. LOWS is Salzburg. Mozart, yeah. That's right. I saw the golden statue of Mozart in across the street from the Marriott in Vienna in the real world. Or was it Beethoven? Okay, flaps open, so we're going to come up here and we'll click the start button on the APU. We'll monitor this. EGT and percentage. Which, believe it or not, I believe N is referring to the fan speed, right? The Chuck's guide that was sent over to me from Dogo DR is fantastic. If you guys want, I'm sure that many of you have already seen this, but that PDF right there that I posted in chat, that is a fantastic resource for learning this, all the nuances of this plane. It's really comprehensive. I'm super impressed. All your friends from school are turning 50. We decided to meet in Florida and golf it up, saving bail money now. Wow. Oh, wait, I missed that. So I got a golf/fishing trip in Tampa in February for my 50th Christmas. That's awesome. That would be a good time. Absolutely. All right, APU is functional. We'll turn on the APU bleed. I have a question for you guys. I know that you can turn on the anti-ice just by hitting these buttons. But this probe heat, if I click it, it says on. But it's on automatic, right? When the light's out, it's automatically on. Is that correct? I think that's the way it goes. All right, let's get a squawk code. 3, 4, 2, 1. We'll turn that on. We won't switch to TARA yet. That is correct? Okay, thank you, Rushdie. And we're going to set the barrel. So down here, as you can see, the QNH is set down here is 1013. I'm going to hit the letter B, and it's now 1032. So that's set. And I'm also going to turn on the crew oxygen supply. The fuel pumps. Fuel pumps should probably be on for APU start. All right, I think we're ready for pushback. Yep. Prepare for pushback and departure. And then I'm going to go down to the menu, options, external controls. And we're going to disconnect the ground chocks.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Thank you. The other thing I'm going to look at
Locking gear.
is, I'm going to look at the conditions here. Okay, so we've got winds 1703. All right, we'll take off runway 8. I was playing around with this just a bit ago, and I think I put the pushback to go the wrong way. So we're going to try to push back so we can taxi straight to runway 8. I'm assuming that it wants me to release the parking brake, but I'm not sure if he's waiting for me or if he's going to tell me to release parking brake. Let's release parking brake and see what happens.
Departure check completed. Pipe has been inserted.
Oh, I was a little bit too soon. Okay, parking brake is off. Let's do the quick edit pushback. And we're going to turn the plane around. And I'm going to go right there. It's, doesn't this look familiar? And then you hit the letter Y.
Commencing push.
Whoa, that was
All
loud.
engines clear. Start at will.
Let's do a view outside spot. I'm going to delay engine start. What a fantastic airport. Really nice scenery and buildings nearby. Really nice static aircraft. Nice countryside. What are our frames here? Seem to be okay. All right, we'll come down here and we'll go start. Look at those mountains.
Set parking brakes.
Those mountains ahead are incredible. Parking brakes set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
All right, so we're gonna wait for that. We've got green. I was waiting for 40 psi before I started the engines, but Brad M taught me that you just wait till these are green, which happens around 25 or so. And for the first time ever, I'm actually seeing a pressure. Ooh, there's pressure. It's fluctuating. That was the first time I'd ever seen pressure below 40. Oh, there's 36, 36. So it has maybe to do with altitude. What is our altitude right now? 1900. All right, let's do. So we're gonna right click. Oh wait, and the other thing too, get this guys. If you're an Airbus simmer, you apparently start engine 1 first, and it has something to do with the way that things are flowing. The correct way is to start engine 1, and I always started number 2. You can hear the Von Trapp children singing. Yes, I will sing for you if you'd like, for the right amount of snacks. The hills are alive with the sound of jet A. All right, lift it up. Okay, hold down the right click, and boom, start number 1. Don't forget to stop and smell the Edelweiss. Yes. Yes. I think it... Did you miss an L in that Edelweiss? There's a beer also called Edelweiss. St. Wilfrid, you don't want me to continue? Doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Ba, a long, long way to taxi. Oh, it was lovely, really. I know, wasn't it? It's fantastic. All right, engine available. I think at this point, if it says available, I can start number 2. But I'm not sure if I should let the EGTs and everything stabilize. I think it's above 18% on the N1, so I think I'm okay for engine number 2 start. John should play Captain Von Trapp. That's right. Yep. Yep. And then when I see him in the new, he's in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, isn't he? Also. All right, engines start happening. I am 16, going on 17. I have ortho, zoom level 16, going to 17. Stabilize around 21 first, if I recall correctly. Well, it's stopped, and engine 1 is stopped at 18.9. All right, we're going to tell GSX that we have good engine start. And then I'm going to hit normal on the mode. It's cool, I can control volumes for P3D.
Unlocking gear.
And the plane. All right, let's do...
Truck disconnected. Pipe has been removed.
Thank you. I'm going to turn off the APU. APU coming off. Set the taxi light. We'll also do flaps 1. Set. Arm speed brake. Trim is
Left is clear,
set.
right is clear.
And we don't have to worry about anti-ice at this particular moment. We'll do a flight control check. Left aileron, right aileron. left elevator, right elevator, and rudder movement is good. I'm going to press the disconnect here on the, or the pedal connect on the tiller. And I'm also going to turn on my constraints on the, would you call that an EFIS? Those are the constraints. All right, let's taxi down to runway 8. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, El Gargantuan. Garg, thank you. Best to you, right girl in the fam. I appreciate that, Garg. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Hope you had a great 2019, and I hope that 2020 is even better. I think it's going to be a good year for all of us, right? Right elevator, left elevator. Yeah, sorry. It does say actually on there, didn't it? I think it did. If you click on flight control, it's got right elevator and left elevator. It does have that there. None shall pass. See? L and R. So don't laugh. Take it back. How you doing? None shall pass. All right, we're going to come down here. Make sure we don't hit anyone. Check your initial altitude. Yes. In fact, I'm just going to bug it up to 35. Better not hit any taxiway lights. That would be an expensive bill. Better follow the taxi line, though. Jay Krause, good morning. I like that wing view. And look at the mountains. Those hills are alive with foliage. Kind of surprised no snow textures using Active Sky Real Weather. I am using Active Sky. I don't know if I have... I don't know how to turn on snow textures. Yeah, I don't know. X-Plane 11, 18%. Yeah. That's right. Lately, that's true. That's crazy, huh? Menu / set time. Maybe verify it's December. Yeah. I might have to do that. It's probably not December. And so I think I've messed up the immersion factor. Dang it. I forget about it. Being a mainly X-Plane guy, I forget about the ability to have seasons. Because we do not have seasons in X-Plane. Now, there are some airports that give you winter textures, but it really is sad when you're flying out of, say, a Denver or Munich or somewhere that has Chicago or whatever it has snow textures, and then it's just like this square around the airport, and then all of a sudden you go to green grass. Yeah, X Enviro can do it. Yeah, I have bugs still with that plane, but maybe I need to check it out again. LOWI is gorgeous. It absolutely is. Summer textures do look fun. Yeah, they look good. I mean, for my first time flying out of LOWI in P3D, I think I'll take the summer. All right, we've been told by Innsbruck Tower to... Is it called Innsbruck Tower? To back taxi. Flip on predictive wind shear. Predictive wind shear on. Oh, we also need to do auto brake maximum and takeoff config. Oh, now it's saying predictive wind shear off. Let's do it again. I did the wrong button. There we go. Let's continue. Canada, how are you? Now you turn the radio off. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. That's because I'm nervous about the takeoff. That's why I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Doing really good playing with the new GPU. That's right. You got an RTX card, right? I think you got an RTX. What a difference it makes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got the 2080 Ti you got pretty much the best card you can get right now, right? Outside of the I guess there's a CEO edition maybe of the big one, but don't think that would make a big difference. Dakoza for the win. How are you?